our senior class. The resiliency, the perseverance, to send them out with a victory. We always talked about, you'll always remember your last game and everything that these young men have been through, to be able to send them out with a victory and a victory on the road, you know. And we talked about needing to be 1-0. 1-0 for our football program and moving forward with our off-season strength and conditioning program, with recruiting, with just momentum going into spring football and proving that we can win on the road. And I thought our kids really showed up and played winning football. I thought defensively, you know, obviously the goal line stand, the resiliency that they showed tonight, and then we had some big plays offensively. You know, Rajon getting us started, Jason Kroom, and you know, Jason Kroom made some big plays for us, and we've been, you know, really deeply injured at the receiver position, and he did break his collarbone, so that did happen with Jason. So he'll undergo further examination when we get back to Knoxville. So I'll answer any questions you may have.
Butch, it looked like you sort of singled out the seniors in the walk off the field. You made a point to seek them out. Just talk about your mindset there going after those guys and kind of thanking them maybe for what they did.
Well, they mean so much to our football program, and they've been through a lot. You know, we've chronicled it, you know, every week. And to be able to get a victory on the road was very, very fulfilling to see that happen for these kids. Like I said, they've been through so much. Somebody told me 42 coaches, including strength coaches, in 5 years. That's a lot. That's a lot of transition. And they've been remarkable in terms of buying in and doing everything that we've asked of them. So to get that victory was very special for them.
And to help those young guys, of the seniors, you have the young guys step up. Josh with 2 passing touchdowns, a rushing touchdown. And Devin played well tonight too.
You know, I thought Devin Young played his best football game, and he flipped field position in the return game, and then the big third down catch over the middle of coming out. And, you know, that's worth 7 points, flipping field position. And then the over route on the touchdown, and it was a great catch. It took extreme concentration to make that catch, you know, between a couple defenders. So it was great to see, and again, that should build a lot of confidence in him as we continue to move forward.
Butch, your seniors obviously have seen how you have reestablished ties with former players. That has to reassure them that they know there will always be a home, a place, and they can always come back to Tennessee.
Well, no question. And we talk about Evolve for Life in our VFL program, and they'll remember this game, and when they're husbands and they have children, they'll come back, and they're always welcome. That's the staple of our football program, and I always tell our players, if you give me everything you have, I'll give you everything I have. And it's not a 4 or 5 or a 1-year commitment, it's a lifetime commitment, and that's part of being Evolve for Life. So very excited for them.
What's the big plays that you had? It seems like that was key in bailing you guys out of this game. Talk about those.
Well, it was. You know, anytime you can flip field position. But, you know, Rajon Neal getting us started, getting some momentum. And when you go on the road, we always talk about you're responsible for creating your own momentum. So that big jump, and then the concentration that Jason Kroom had on the other long touchdown pass. And that's something that's kind of been missing in our offense, that consistent style of big plays. And we see what happens when we create big plays. It creates momentum and touchdowns, obviously.
Being that it's been missing, as you said, were you surprised that it happened?
No,
I know you expected it to happen.
It's been a matter of time. To be honest with you, I think we've been due. You know, we've been due for a while. And, you know, there's a lot of great illustrations that come from this football season of moving forward into Team 118. And winning is extremely difficult. And, you know, we're 2 instant replays away from having a 7-win season. And winning is fragile, and it is inches, and that'll be something that we'll continue to move forward in the offseason.
Butch, I know you'll turn the calendar pretty quickly to Team 118. What's the next step for that group? What's your message to them tonight?
Well, the message for them tonight is when you make big plays, you take care of the ball on offense, and you have a mindset to win on the road, you can accomplish anything you put your mind to. And we'll enjoy this one, but Monday we're back in the weight room getting ready for next season. And for us, I want to continue to stay positive and move forward, but it's expected that we go to bowl games from here on out. That's our goal. And so we're going to have some time off So we're going to take advantage of the time that we have and moving forward, and we'll be back. We'll be right into our off-season strength and conditioning program on Monday.
How hard would it have been to stay positive moving forward if you did take care of business here tonight?
Well, we did, so I don't have to look at that other part, but there's always a plan in place. And again, I'm excited for our seniors and our younger players to continue to move forward. And it's great momentum as we now go out to secure a big-time recruiting class. It's also going to help us move this program forward.
Butch, in light of the Vanderbilt disappointment and all that wasn't at stake tonight, it has to be very gratifying to see that they put together what can only be described as a character-revealing win.
Well, I told them their competitive character would be on display, and you're exactly right. It is all about character, and it would have been easy to come in here and feel sorry for ourselves. It's been a grind of a season. It's been mentally grinding. It's been taxing on everyone. And the way we showed up, the way we performed tonight, again, that's great momentum and moving forward, and that's a tribute to our seniors and everyone. I thought our coaches did a great job all week of preparing our players. And again, we're learning what it takes to play winning football. Now, again, we have to go restock, we have to reload, we have to recruit, and we have to continue to grow and develop each and every day.
Would you more did the early, big, long rushing touchdown set the tone up front for you guys?
Well, it did. And our receivers did a great job on Rajon's long touchdown run and securing the point of attack. And then, we still have to be able to hit some deep shots with play action. We missed a couple of those because it became, they were getting their safeties in the box. And so sometimes we were running against eight-man box. But it was critical, especially the big plays.
Butch, on that third down touchdown drive where it looked like Josh found the rhythm, is that something that as you go into the offseason with him you can point to and say that's kind of what we need from you and that's how you need to play?
Absolutely. And I'd be remiss, I believe we drove the ball 99 yards or 98 yards, and that was a critical stage in that as well. To be able to drive the ball 98 yards, 97, 99, whatever it was, and come away with 7 points, that was big. But especially in that drive, you look at Josh, he was confident at times, he set his feet, and he delivered the throw, especially to Devin Young on the third and long of coming out. You just spoke about the touchdown pass to Devin. There was a lot of key plays of the game, and I thought Josh stepped up, and he also gave us a boost running the football as well.
But did you all maybe call the game more aggressively with him? I mean, throwing out of the end zone, showing confidence in him compared to last week, man?
Yeah, each game has a different flavor, and he had hurt his thumb last week a little bit, and he doesn't say much to anyone. He just continues to play, and that's a tribute to his toughness. But each game is a little bit different with nuances that occur throughout the course of the game. But, we also had some aggressive play calls last week, too. We just didn't execute them like we did tonight.
But you talked about the need to improve team speed. With so many guys going to be midterm enrollees in this recruiting class, how important will that be this spring?
Absolutely imperative that we improve our team speed and to be able to welcome 14 new signees when we come back January 4th is monumental. Now we have to develop them, we have to welcome them into our family, but that's the #1 goal in recruiting is we must improve our team speed at every single position.
But what was Corey Miller doing to be so effective tonight?
Well, first of all, he set the sack record, and to be able to break an individual's record like Reggie White is something very, very, very special. I think a mentality to get to the quarterback, that 63 effort that we talk about, the effort, the strain, and just, again, there's a lot of sacks. Everyone points to individuals, but they're called opportunity sacks. And it may be the other defensive end doing his job and forcing the quarterback to push the pocket. So it was a great team effort, I thought, up front.
But you now have 4 1,000-yard rushers in a row wherever you've been. How much can you point to that with so many seniors leaving on the offensive line and Rajon Neal kind of saying, this is our foundation, this is what you have to live up to as new linemen and running backs coming in?
Well, it is. We've talked about building the standard of excellence here and what it takes to play winning football, but the overall mentality by which we want to play too. I want to throw the football. I want to be able to throw the football. But also you have to be able to establish the run, especially when you go on the road. You have to be able to run the football. And as we know, the SEC is a line of scrimmage league, and so it is. It's a great illustration to our newcomers coming in the offensive line, and our returning individuals, that it is a mentality to run the football here, especially too also at the running back position. But we want to be a balanced attack, and again, we have to take monumental strides in moving forward this offseason.
Did Don show you anything with his toughness tonight? I know you said his thumb was bothering him a little bit. It looked like maybe after that 40-yard touchdown run, something in his leg or hip was bothering him.
Yeah.
Was that, were you surprised by that toughness? Or that
No, he's a tough individual. And we talk about also the mental toughness. And he doesn't complain. He doesn't say a word. He just continues to play. And I thought everything is a learning opportunity. And so many teaching opportunities and learning opportunities in this football season, but especially tonight. And he's going to continue to build upon that toughness. But I thought it was a great illustration of just continuing to play. And I'm excited because it's going to be a heck of a quarterback battle all spring.
How much value do you put in him being able to have some success today and not have to kind of be
It's monumental. You know, we talk about confidence, and how do you get confidence? You need to be successful. You have to have success, and that's how you breed confidence. So moving forward in the offseason, that's why we needed to be 1-0 to start the season. We had to be 1-0, and we were able to do that tonight.
Butch, I just want to make sure I'm correct. Did you seek out the seniors there on the field after the game, or were you just kind of randomly going at
No.
thanking players?
I wanted to make sure, you know, that I was able to see them before we got in the locker room, and again, to have that opportunity, maybe a quick one-on-one of maybe 1 or 2 seconds to say thank you for everything that you've done, but also to make sure that they enjoyed tonight, because again, they've been through so much. Enjoy winning, because winning is very difficult.
If you had to guess, Tiny coming back?
You know, we'll know more. You know, we'll sit down and we'll speak a little bit more, you know, as everything goes. And, you know, everyone has to make individuals for themselves, but also, you know, we have to educate them on where they would go to. But, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get there, and that'll come at some point in time.
Butch, you've been through that senior moment yourself. What's it like when there's no more work to be done as a senior?
Well, I don't think it's hit home. I think it'll hit home. We'll have a team meeting on Monday to wrap up exit interviews, and it'll hit them probably Tuesday, Wednesday, but also when they come back for school and they find out they have all this time on their hands. Some individuals will have the opportunity to compete in all-star games and you know, work on their craft, trying to get to the next level. But it becomes very surreal. And it almost becomes very lonely, like you don't know what to do with yourself.
You mentioned the quarterback battle. Have you already let those guys know that that position is going to be open going into the spring and kind of prepare them for that?
Everything is based off of competition. You're only as good as your last game, and every single player in our program knows the standard and the expectations about competition. Competition is extremely healthy, and that's why I'm excited to welcome 14 new individuals in January. And we need to compete in everything that we do and at every single position.
Butch, what would you say to those critics of the offensive line's performance this season? Do you think that criticism is just?
Well, you know, we knew walking into the season that they had a very high standard of expectations, and everyone expected a lot. But I think they've had a very productive season. We had a 1,000-yard rusher. We've done so many things, and they've been singled out a lot. You know, there's been times when we've struggled with big plays and out on the perimeter. And so I think they've done a great job, and I'm grateful for the opportunity that we had to coach them.
You opened the season with a penalty-free game versus Austin Peay. You made it through 2 quarters tonight without a penalty. And this apparently was a program that was kind of notorious for that not happening.
Well, everything is about discipline. And we talk about discipline each and every day in our football program. And we can't be a team or a program that beats ourselves. And we spend an inordinate amount of time with officials in practice. And again, that's part of that formula for winning, of playing winning football. And again, when we don't beat ourselves, we make big plays, we have good nights like tonight.
Thanks, Tim.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.